My fellow compassionate capitalists, Steve and Katherine here. On our way to Ruth's Chris, we got to see if we can get this video done in time. Who knows? Hey, Boston Red Sox, no big surprise there. With us, also from Boston, is an original printing of the United States Constitution. We will talk more about that later on because we have this entire couple of weeks leading up to the 4th of July. However, very exciting stuff. Happy birthday, Constitution. Today in 1788, New Hampshire became the 9th state and to pass, to help ratify the Constitution, and therefore it is its birthday today. But like its 200th birthday back in 1988 when I was a junior in high school, it didn't get much fanfare. So we're going to go ahead and close this until later and talk about something else. I have no idea why I just tossed a book that valuable on the sofa. However, today in 1982, John Hinckley Jr. Was deemed insane and therefore innocent of due to criminal insanity of trying to assassinate Ronald Reagan. A little gem for you that we have today is this is an actual letter, and Katherine's going to kind of woo as I read it to you real quick. Dear Ed, because what sociopath doesn't want to start his letter off with Dear Ed? Your sister Betty and I have exchanged a couple of letters. I'm glad she wrote to me and told me about you. Many months ago, I remember seeing an article, maybe in Newsweek, about you and me personally knowing each other prior to March 30th, 1981. I never saw any other clippings about you, but in February of this year, my attorney talked to Jodi and she mentioned a man threatening her following the shooting. It had to be you. Because of the many revelations that came out of my trial, Jodi is now scared to death of me. Imagine that. My feelings about her are quite mixed. One day I love her, the next day I want to kill her. It was revealed at the trial that I was stalking Jodi the first week of March 1981 and was actually on my way to New Haven at the end of March when I detoured to Washington, D.C. and shot Reagan. I had planned to shoot her and then myself. Solid plans. 1 week later, you were stalking her. Jodi is pretty damn lucky to be alive, isn't she? Oh, how I wish you could have gotten her when you had the chance. Now she walks around with bodyguards and get as many threatening letters as me. I'm doing okay here at St. Elizabeth's Hospital. My mail is unrestricted, so right back. When do you think you might be getting out of your hospital? Tell me what you think about Jodi and me. Sincerely, John Hinckley Jr. Now, what's so crazy about all of that is that here, again, Hinckley's expressing his love and affection towards Jodi Foster. She didn't like Reagan. He decided, hey, let's go ahead and try to assassinate the president. He could have not done any of that and just become a politician, quite frankly, because who is acting more like a sociopath these days than the government? It's a little crazy. One day they tell us they love us, they're going to do everything for us, we can go ahead and stop working, we can go ahead and not pay our mortgages, that they're going to be the one-size-fits-all answer to everything, and then the next day when their best laid plan doesn't work out, they ignore us and make all the sweet promises to somebody else. So that was just a quick little tie-in of today with a sociopath in government, because who doesn't want to make that tie-in? However, to smooth things over and to give us a much brighter outlook on this is Katherine, and she's going to go off the quote of Ronald Reagan. Government is not the solution to the problem. Government is the problem. So take it away, Katherine.
So as well-intentioned as all the politicians are, the reality is that what's so brilliant about this country is the people. It's the people that made this country. And it was the people that created the country that were really clear that government was what they were wanting to get away from, and they wanted representation, and that's what they were looking for. And so that's what we have today. We have an amazing country that we all want to remember is a capitalist country that allows us to actually create all our dreams to come true and make that happen. And that's the beauty of what's happening, is that commerce is starting to happen, businesses are starting to open. We've noticed that just being out, it's been just a delight to see so many people out and about, and the world's starting to get back on its feet and get working. And I mean, we see help wanted signs absolutely everywhere, which is awesome. So the more that happens, the more people get back to work, the more we get our economy back on its feet and everybody else back on its feet. That's what's really exciting and what's happening. So it's moving. We hear it every day inside of, what's happening with the real estate bubble that's coming. Again, real estate is cyclical. That's all it is. And you can make money with real estate in an up market or a down market. You just need to know which market it is and where to position yourself to be able to take advantage of that. And one of my favorite things inside of being a real estate investor is being the bank, because the bank always makes the money. And so that's what we're doing. We've got some really, really exciting stuff that's coming up here in the next few weeks, like game changing for us and our investors, really exciting. And some huge things are on the horizon. So make sure you want to stay tuned for that. We're super excited about that. We're gonna have a little celebration. Y'all can be invited.
And so with that, happy birthday, United States Constitution, written by our founding fathers in order to protect capitalism from government.
Absolutely.
And we, as the sentinels of the American dream, are carrying that vision forward. So with that, Steve and Katherine, may you never awake from the American dream.